welcome to another edition of After the Whistle. We're in the studio. It's not full. It ain't a full studio show yet because, you know, we just here. Today's one of them shows we just going with the vibes.
I mean, that's how the weather's been going, you know, kind of having everybody's mood up and down. But I ain't gonna lie, when we had the black curtain, it kind of feel like that old school. What's that, director's actor's studio, whatever that thing is called?
The director's cut?
Yeah, like the three guys just sitting there critiquing stuff. Like some Cisco and Ebert.
It does look kind of dope, though.
Yeah, I watched a lot of TV as a kid, man. So.
Them good old days. I've been keeping up with that WWE Legend stuff.
I have not. I need to start.
They did. I recorded last week's, but no, I recorded this past Sunday's. But the episode I did watch was The Rock and Stone Cold. It was the rivalry.
Oh yeah, you already know.
And it was talking about that rivalry, how you get two different guys, but such instant chemistry between them when they got in the ring. And the whole thing started, remember when The Rock they didn't know what to do with him because he was just, when he first came out, he was just a cornball.
Yeah, he was bad. That Rocky Maria.
Yeah.
Oh, he was bad. Haircut was bad. Everything was bad. No attitude. Then he joined Nation Domination, right?
Yep.
And then that's when he kind of went off on his own. But yeah, he was corny when he first came out.
Even he knows he was corny when he first came out because it was just like, you're too cheesy.
Yeah, and then, like I said, with the attitude era kid, so everybody had some type of edge towards them, and he just seemed like he was just trying to find his way. Kind of seemed like he was thrown in there. Yeah. Kind of with like the 1, 2, 3 kid era / X-Pac, but like he kind of like, I was watching that fight live when he won his first 2 fights. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and I felt like people didn't, but he wasn't expected to win because, you know, most of the time they just threw random fighters out there to get demolished by the lead guy or the star, we would say.
And he might have been one of the best heels ever because once he turned heel and then now everybody's copying him a lot. I mean, the fans, I should say. The fans are now like trying to copy his lingo and everything he does.
When you said The Rock and Stone Cold, the first thing that came to my mind was my Uncle Mock. He had grown men call people jabrodies and spelled The Rock is cooking and all this. So like, it just honestly they turned into a family affair because granted it was a little edgy for the kids, but the parents were also allowed to enjoy it. And when you're with your parents, you can damn near watch whatever you want. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things that it allowed everybody to enjoy it as a whole compared to a parent just trying to get through something. Yeah. Because us parents, we definitely get through a lot. Like I go to movie theaters, hoping it ends early, and then I'm in the middle of the movie. It was a good movie, and I don't want it to end, but you know, it's able for the whole family to enjoy.
And then also with that, they did DX too. They did the DX, and you talk about parents. You know, watching wrestling with our parents. I think a lot of people's parents is out there with the DX DX mode, right? DX got everybody in trouble.
My pops was one of them.
Yeah, a lot of parents are out there going giving the crotch fight.
Oh, some throwbacks.
Yeah, and then DX, they're funny too because their whole thing, they had people. They had people all walks of life doing the sucky, and a lot of them didn't even know what it meant. They were just doing it.
Yeah. That's the thing with things like that. You know, they come off as something until you realize what it is, and it's like, oh man, I was doing that. And, yeah, you was doing that. So it's just one of them things, man. It was fun while it lasted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The crazy thing about DX, Triple H was the only one that went the straight and narrow. All of them had issues.
I mean, that's kind of
issues like drug addiction
now,
and
question,
all that.
Do you think it was just part of their character, or they became their character? You know what I mean? Because before they were all different people before they became DX.
Shawn Michaels definitely. He became, because through his whole WWE, he was fighting addictions.
And too, like people forget these guys and women in the wrestling world are professional actors. Yeah. Like they're not just athletic performers; they're actors as well. So sometimes, I guess, to get in the character, you got to really get in the character. Yeah. Especially if you're not like that. Yeah. Naturally, you probably got to get the edge off, and you might have to like indulge in liquor or something to just make you feel comfortable. But I'm like wrestling and being on something is just crazy to me.
Yeah. And especially since they're on the road the whole year. 300 days out of the year.
And I'm just thinking about, granted, they're experts, so like I'm just thinking if you land wrong, you do something like that's a fracture in your spine or something. Yeah. But To each his own.
Yeah, but
It was entertaining for us. So
definitely entertaining. If you didn't live through the Attitude Era, you missed out on one of the best eras of wrestling.
Yeah, you did.
And it was also that, because they talked about it, WWE, they was getting too, before that DX broke through and Stone Cold break through, there was that point in like the mid-2000s when it was just like, these acts aren't working. Y'all are too old school. You got to change, adapt.
And you had some people that were kind of doing risky things, like, they were making it more appealing for men with the women.
Yeah.
And they were kind of taking away from the just pure wrestling aspect of wrestling, just, having the Sables and all them. And then you had Val Venus.
Hello, ladies.
Yeah, so gold dust. But Val Venus definitely took the cake when it came to, like, crossing the line damn near on national television. We were all about it, but, it was just like, whoa.
The big Valboski.
And then it's like, where do you go from there?
Yeah.
So I'm glad they kind of found a way to kind of control the chaos, because they was kind of losing it. Even as a kid, a teenager, I'm like, yo, they kind of lose. They're kind of wild.
Yeah. They did get wild in that. Yeah, it was wild. NBA news. Oh man, I guess the Nets and Kevin Durant they pulled the old. We about to get a divorce. I want a divorce, and then they're like, we talked about it. We're not gonna get a divorce. We worked out our issues, because legit, that's what it seemed like. You had this going on for like 3 months and demanding a trade. You got teams proposing trades, but they don't want it, and then all just for them to meet and be like, all right, we good. We'll go on with the season. Hilarious.
I don't really know exactly what to say, because I don't like critiquing people's character and all that, but it just doesn't never looks well when you ask for something and you end up being stuck somewhere you don't want to be, and you got to go back to work, and people are looking at you like, does he want to be here? And like, depending on how you perform on the court will determine how they feel about your decision to stay. And like, I know people have been talking about how it makes the league look, because they're talking about certain guys weren't getting the looks they were going to get in the offseason because of teams waiting around for KD. But my thing is, as a player, be realistic. You can think you're the greatest player on the planet, but we all know, like, you got to be realistic. You're not KD. But franchises, be realistic. Look at your options. Do you even think KD would even want to play with you or play in your organization or your state? So, like, let's not just jump at the KD gun just because KD said I want out, because you all don't have a chance. It's like a girl, breaks up with a guy and like, hey, I think they got a chance. Like, no, you don't.
Right.
Like, it's just one of them things. Like, you got to just weigh out your options and understand that building your team sometimes is better than just picking up a star in the offseason.
Yeah, definitely. And it was just the Nets. The Nets knew they didn't really want to trade him, but it was just like you had to listen to offers. But even the offers they gave, it was just like, all right, if you really wanted to get rid of him, you would have got rid of him, because apparently a few teams made offers for him, and they just wanted like the whole world.
And I think too, KD might take a lot of things into consideration, just how the season went as a whole.
Yeah.
Pandemic situations.
Injuries.
New York and New Jersey having like injuries. New York and New Jersey having the first like mandates, kind of jumping the gun and then finding out that there really was no real need for mandates. You know what I mean? And you kind of risk the season for all this stuff. And there was like a tug of war with certain things. And I think he just wants to play basketball. Like just really wants to play basketball. And, so I just feel like that's what they should be able to do this season, and hopefully they.
Well, you would hope.
Fare well.
You would hope. Because nothing's been normal with that team for a while. Like nothing's been normal. They haven't had a normal season. A drama-free season.
I just think they all need to actually sit down and all be truthful with one another. Like KD, Kyrie, the front office. They just need to actually sit down. Simmons actually sit down and talk about what they really want to do and how they want to work together and be successful in the future.
And I forgot Simmons was on the team.
Yeah, so
that's how much like his whatever he's going through is like I forgot he was on the team, and now they got deal. But hey, he's coming back. Maybe we'll see Simmons play, and maybe he's got his stuff together. But that's still a big question mark right there, because I feel like if he's there and he don't even have to score a lot. He just needs to be there and play like the way he played before that meltdown he had.
My whole point is, like I don't get the whole sitting out forever.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those people, the more you sit out, the more you just sit there and dwell on whatever your issue is.
Yeah.
Stop being active. Get out there and play. And when you play, you're supposed to forget about things. Yeah, they might boo you sometimes, but that's just part of being a multi-million-dollar man who a lot of people envy because they can't be you. Get over that part. Like, you can't be serious.
Yeah.
But, like, the basketball's supposed to be a sanctuary, it's supposed to be a safe place, supposed to be a place to forget about everything but just playing basketball.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, man, just get out there, play basketball, and you'll just forget about stuff.
Yeah, at some point you just gotta go out there and play it. You just can't sit. Yeah, legit. That's pretty much what they all want. It's like at some point you gotta be out there. So you pretty much just had a whole year off.
And you're talking to a thinker who spends a lot of time by himself. Like, you just think a lot. Like, go out there and be active. You won't be thinking as much. It's just, it's pretty simple. Like, it ain't that hard to really, like, figure that out. Like,
And you had a whole year off.
and camaraderie works. Being around your peers and doing good things, getting a pat on the back, you know, it actually helps, surprisingly.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see how the season goes for them, but it's surely going to be interesting. Also, all the NBA stuff, like with KD staying there, Donovan Mitchell, those are the questions, what's going to happen with him, because we know there's no winning happening with him in Utah. It's like, he just got to be like, my time's up.
I mean, they reached their ceiling. They're a great regular season team, but we all know in the playoffs, you're not championship worthy or destined.
Yeah.
So it's just.
You done traded away like a three-time defensive player of the year winner. Now it's just like, you got to go. You got to go. And if he stays there and he doesn't excel, then it's just gonna be like everybody's just gonna be like, so was Rudy really the problem, or was it?
Every year, I'm always gonna wonder why they're still a franchise in Utah. Like, we talk about like all this changing of the gods and who they're gonna put in place to make Utah successful every year. Like, for what? What is for what, bro? I watched Jordan like take the soul out of Utah. And I was standing in front of the TV when he hit Byron Russell with the push crossover. And that's the first time in my life I was like, is Jordan really going to make this? And he made it. My heart even sunk in the ground. Like, man, I'm not hearing this. Like, obviously I was rooting for Jordan, but man, we're not doing this anymore. Like, why are we still even talking about this? They just moved them. I guarantee you moved them, they just had better fortune. You got more support from the people around the community. Yeah. It's like, it's just simple things that, human beings like to be around. And that's good energy.
Oh, man. I'm going to just transition.
And they call it jazz. Like, why? Like, there's no jazz in Utah. Yeah, you might have some jazz spots, but just go back to New Orleans, man.
Oh, man. Remember how we was talking about football and we was talking about how dumb joint practices are because the Patriots and the Panthers were about to have joint. Well, right after that, legit after the show, I log on. I see a fight has broken out between the Pats and the Panthers during that joint practice. And there was like 3 or 4 fights that happened during the whole time they spent at practice together, and I just couldn't stop laughing because I just kept thinking about what you were saying.
Bro, it's set up. I swear, it's just set up for entertainment. Like, cause you got to be a pure moron if you think guys that fight their own teammates in practice in the off season, especially them two-a-days, them guys are nuts. Yeah. Some of them linemen and stuff like they just got certain levels of intensity that it's just unmatched. And then you got another team, and they look at each other like pure enemies. Some of them guys don't look at each other like comrades, and they look at pure enemies. So it's like, why would you do that?
And it's also they've been beating up on each other for pretty much like since mini camps and stuff like that. It's like they see other people. They're like, all right, finally.
Bro, last week we talked about a rookie or a young man started like 4 fights with his own teammates. If he's not fed up, with double sessions, what he's gonna do to another team? I just don't get it. But they know what they're doing. They need them entertainment. They need entertainment. They need to. Are they having fans these joint practices?
I believe so.
So they try to sell more tickets, I guess. And the NFL is struggling. They're making money, but they're somewhat struggling because they're losing fans based on still the concussions. Why you got people out here looking like Toad from Super Mario Brothers with them helmets on. playing like it's 2089. Like looking crazy out here. But you gotta make sure the plays are safe. But that's because you got ex-NFL players that don't even want their kids playing football. So if you made a living and millions of dollars playing football and you don't even want your kid to be a multi-millionaire playing the same sport you played, I'm gonna scratch my head on that one. That's a head scratcher. They know something we don't. So with that being said, like the NFL's doing whatever they can to just squeeze whatever more money they can
at
get.
this point, they might as well not play preseason. Might as well not play preseason, but.
And also, I'm in agreement with them space age helmets. I like them. I think everything should have them if it's gonna make sure players are safe. Whatever. I don't know if you like to play with a helmet, but you guys chose to play 20 years with a helmet on. I'm sure you could deal with a year with this new whatever you got going on up there.
I think they only do that for practice.
So they're gonna make sure you safe in practice and then just have at it in the game.
Yeah.
And there are custom helmet vendors on Instagram and stuff that are making safer helmets. So you guys might want to check some of them people out. I don't know their names top of my head. I don't play football, but I come across them quite often. So there are all type of options out there that we
I
can.
don't know either, but the Pats did win their preseason game against the Panthers 20-10, and one of their players, one of the young guys, got hurt. He's gonna be out for a while. Tyquan Thornton, the rookie, he was a speed wide receiver.
Oh man, we could have used him.
Yeah, but he got hurt. I think it was like his collarbone. One of those. He came down the wrong way. But just one more preseason game against the Raiders tomorrow. No, Saturday or Friday. Yeah, Friday. Don't mind me. I don't know the dates. But
We haven't started work yet.
It's Friday. They have their last preseason game against the Raiders is Friday. And also, the Panthers named Baker their starting quarterback.
That's dope. Good for him. Good for him. You know what? I'm proud of you, Baker, for now. But I don't know what he's gonna do this season. But it's dope that they allowed him to at least get an equal shot at the job. Because remember, they weren't even talking about Baker. They was talking about what's that dude? Was it Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, they was talking about Darnold.
And then the other quarterback got hurt for the year. Their rookie quarterback. He was gonna start, but he got hurt for the year. So it was. I mean, he had Baker and Sam Darnold. It's like.
Surprisingly, Baker beat him out though.
It's like which bad flavored drink you want.
I ain't know it was that bad.
I mean, for those guys who are as high as they've been picked, they've been the underachievers for as high as they went in the draft. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting for the Panthers. But my homegirl Vashti, she covers the Panthers, and she said the Panthers, when they had Cam Newton, they was in the club. Then they got rid of him and they got out the club. And they've been trying to get in the club ever since then, with Teddy Bridgewater. She said with Teddy Bridgewater, it felt like they went from the club to the church. And now with Baker, it feels like they're trying to go from church and back to the club. So let's see if they'll get back to the club. I'm paraphrasing what she said, but she said something of that nature. And I was like, you know what? That is a very valid point because they've been out the club for a while.
Yeah.
A while.
This Pat Nation over here, so ain't no sympathy for y'all Panthers fans.
Other big news. Did you watch the fight, the UFC fight? Well, I don't know if you watched it, but did you see it? The Usman game.
I seen him looking at his spirit. I seen him and his spirit having a conversation. His spirit was like, "Hey, Usman, I don't know if I should come back down, man." He's like, "Man, you better. I can't blink."
Yeah, that was what nobody saw coming. But once again, that's the fight game for you. It's just one sudden move or one sudden because Usman was the favorite and he was controlling the fight. And I've seen
what was his name, Edwards.
Yeah.
And I've seen Edwards win and lose fights. So I just wondering, he's a good fighter, but Usman just he just what them 5 toes say to the face. Splat. It wasn't slap, it was splat.
Yeah, but that's the fight game for you. It just happens. You could be dominating a fight. It's just in the instance, though. You could be in the wrong position or just one move, and
I definitely see the rematch coming.
Oh yeah, that was their second.
Oh well,
that second time fighting.
Well, it's gonna be a rubber match because he needs to try to get his belt back.
Yeah,
but man,
that was big for Edwards though. He was he was talking to his mom afterwards on FaceTime, and it was it just takes people by surprise.
And once you're a champ, they can't take it from you. So regardless if he retains the belt, holds on to it, however long he holds on to it, he's always going to be a champ.
Yeah, and I feel like with UFC, it's like no matter how good you are, you're going to have a moment.
Yeah.
You're going to have a moment where you're going to, where it's going to happen.
That's why people don't really talk trash really about UFC fighters. Like, yeah, you might have your favorites, you might debate, but when he got knocked out, nobody said much. Just looked crazy how he ended up.
Yeah.
You can't, and he can't control his body or his soul.
And you just, and when you least expect it too, because nobody expected it. They were expecting that knockout to happen, but it's like, yeah, that's the fight game for it. That's one thing I love about the fight game. It's
unpredictability.
Very unpredictable.
Especially when they're the same caliber. You know, you're not going to put no mixed matches out there, so you know there's a chance it can go one way or the other.
Yeah, and when we always talk about it with the UFC, there's the best always fights the best. They always, when you're at the top, you're always, fighting whoever's up and coming or whoever's the best in your division. There's always somebody coming for you in that one. So it's like you can't really hide in UFC. You could only pick your opponents for so long until, because the fans are more so going to be like, all right, when you find this person.
And that's the pressure that I feel all sports should have. You shouldn't be able to hide. It's all about competition.
Yeah, and that's what I give USC that. They do a good job of making sure they get the fights that people want to see and not wait till it's like, all right, these guys are old now. Let's watch them fight.
I agree.
Yeah.
I definitely agree, because you can't say you're the best unless you beat everybody.
Yeah. All right. Before we get into some other stuff, before we go into athletes corner, I told you this. We're just, this show's all about the vibes. Your boy Joshua, Anthony Joshua.
Boy.
Oh man, he got. I can't pronounce this guy's name. Usyk.
Oh, he fought somebody?
He fought Usyk and he lost.
Bro, I don't know why we even talking about him. We never said he was. We don't say positive things about his fight game. He was running from Wilder, and then he can't get a win. See, he got like one win since, right?
I think so.
Couple L's.
Yeah. He's
two L's.
When he had that undefeated streak, he's lost 3 times since then.
So he's like Anthony Joshua the third?
And this is the second time he's lost to Usyk. So
no, I don't even. He can no longer be a topic of conversation.
And the fight that was all that people were interested in is, they let that thing go.
They just let it fall.
Yeah, they let it falter because ridiculous.
Worst thing is they would have canceled themselves out, because neither one of them can beat Tyson Fury. Yeah. So that being said, like, they should have fought when it was time for them to fight, because they would have got the most bang for their buck. Now no one wants to see that fight
at all. And Fury's retired allegedly. Allegedly he retired. Allegedly.
Well, that's boxing once again, dropping the ball and the bag.
The big bag too.
They don't like holding on to money.
Apparently not.
They don't like it. They don't, and they complain about the sport. They complain about things. They talk about how they're gonna revitalize and do things. You had the opportunity to make a big dollar, a big coin.
For everybody too. Not even themselves, for everybody. So.
And you guys didn't seize it.
Well, I don't even know what to say to that. We just gonna go.
And he's probably, and like Anthony Joshua losing these fights, you would have made more money losing to Wilder.
I'd fire my management team and everybody for not letting me get that. Yeah. But let's go to athletes corner. All right, this one we got Warren on here.
Okay, my God.
Yeah. A young man of not so many words, but they get out here, they open up, they talk. But, the parents be a little worried because parents are like, they don't really talk much.
Nah, he really don't. As he got older, he's quieted down. Because I like him. He used to bully kids. That's to bully him. So just crazy, but I love that kid though. He's definitely grown into a nice young man. He's just only getting better.
Yeah, definitely.
Becoming his own.
Yeah, check this out, and then we're gonna come back. Hello and welcome to another edition of Athletes Corner, and today we have Warren Keel Jr. here with us, man. Welcome to the program. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. How's your summer going?
It's going good. Just playing basketball.
Yeah, man. I've seen you. We just saw each other at the gym and all that. You've been putting in a lot of work. Describe like the past couple of years for you, because your name's really been on the scene since you were in middle school. Can you talk about the first time that you kind of noticed people keep consistently talking about you?
I went to a tournament in Atlanta. It was called like the Tip-Off Classic or something like that.
Yeah.
And I did pretty well. After that, I got my first offer, and like people were just like, it just started coming. Like they were just like talking to me and stuff. I tried to not let it get over my head and stuff. Like it was.
What grade were you in when during that tournament?
I was in 8th grade.
It was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff just started when you were in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did a lot of travel. You did a lot of travel ball during that time period too.
Yeah.
I mean, describe that, because some of the older guys, they it wasn't like it was now, again, to just go around the country and stuff like that. How's that for you, just being so young, traveling around the country, playing against other players, like other top players and stuff like that?
I love it. I get to like showcase like my talents and stuff to like coaches and just people around the country that don't know me outside of Boston and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Was it kind of like, when you go in there, was there nerves going in there at first, or was it nerves beforehand, but then when the game started, it just all went away?
It's just when the ball tips off, that's when everything gets on my body. I'm just ready to go.
Yeah, definitely. Describe the past year for you. You were at Springfield Commonwealth Academy. Describe that year for you, just going against the competition that you guys played in that conference.
It was pretty hard. We played nationally ranked kids all the time. Like, it got me better as a basketball player, and just like, I learned a lot about the game.
Mm-hmm. What else did you learn about yourself, because you were away from home? Right? You had Antonio there and some of the other, and Kanye there, some guys from Lynn that were out there with you. But for you, being away from home, was that like the first time you were away from home for a long stretch of time?
Yeah, it was a lot to handle. I didn't like it at first, but I had to get used to it. When I went up there, I knew what I was up there for, to get better at basketball and stuff. So I just had to deal with it.
Yeah. What was like the most memorable game for you during that time?
When I played Donda Academy, it was just shocking, like who I'm playing against.
Yeah. I saw the little viral clip that went around with that guy. Being a kid from Lynn, and you're seeing all your peers and stuff getting offers. Some of them going to college in D2, D3, some D1. How's it feel just for you seeing some of your peers that are going on playing college ball in the next level, and also the guys that are in high school now that are doing their thing too?
And I'm just happy for them. Like we all used to talk about like just stuff like this. Like we were just all dreaming, and like now they're coming to reality.
Yeah. I mean, the stretch of basketball that you've played. I mean, has there been a time off for you? Have you had some downtime, or has it just been basketball workouts, relaxed basketball?
Just straight basketball. I relax like probably like a day or so, like a day or two, just to get like my body good. But other than that, I'm just playing basketball all the time.
Yeah. Was it overwhelming? Just the attention that you were getting, or was it just? Or were you not even really paying attention to it like that?
No, I wasn't paying attention. I was just worried about myself and just getting better and stuff. Like I didn't really care about what other people were saying.
What aspects of your game would you say has improved probably the past couple years?
I definitely could shoot way better now. My passing's always been there. Like just finishing at the rim, like I just feel like I could do everything, kind of.
Yeah. What are you looking most forward to? I mean, in this next phase that you're embarking, what's something you're looking forward to?
Just helping I'm ready for school. I just want to help my team win and stuff. Just stuff like that, like just getting ready for school.
Yeah, and you're going up there to the Tilton School. I'm sure you going up there, you know the history and some of the guys that went through that program. Was there other schools that you were looking at to make that decision before you made that decision to go to Tilton?
Yeah, I was looking at McDuffie, but I just felt like Tilton was a better decision for me because I get like just run like the program and stuff. I get to like find my teammates and all that. Like help. I just wanted to like help other kids and stuff.
And I understand they got like the new coaches.
Yeah,
and like that.
Coach Barnes.
Okay, how did he get in contact with you? How was that relationship for him?
Actually, Antonio Anderson, he helped me with it. My dad, they all did the process for me. I just chose what school I wanted to go to.
you just looked at it from the strictly the basketball aspect of that.
Yes.
Okay. Summer league. You playing in a few summer leagues. You're up at the Salem one and the Boys and Girls Club one too.
Yeah, I play in that
as well. Is there any other ones that you're playing in? Or?
No.
No, just those. So, describe the summer league in general, just during this time, because this is the only time that everybody is home. And everybody could be around each other before the fall starts. Just describe the competition and the playing level in those summer leagues that you're playing.
It's good competition. It's just I play in these summer leagues more for fun because I know when the fall comes, I have to take basketball serious again and stuff. So like when I get to play like in Lynn and stuff, it's just fun and stuff. Like
is it a lot easier that you're also playing with some of your friends and you guys are all going around with just hooping with each other?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right, and then what other summer leagues that I know? Are you going to participate in the Garnets tournament this year?
Yes.
Because you guys won it 2 years in a row.
Nah, I won it last year.
Last year was that was the first year y'all won it?
Yeah, that was my first year playing in it.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Talk about some of the offers that you've been receiving from colleges. I mean, since middle school, the offers started to come. But talk about some of these the programs that you've that's been interested in you.
I've talked to BC, UMass, Bryant. I've talked to TCU a couple of times. That's really it.
Yeah, you haven't started the visiting aspect of those programs yet?
No. I couldn't do it because the NCAA rules. I was going to take a visit at BC, but I couldn't.
Because you're a freshman?
Yeah.
Oh, so it starts like after the freshman year?
Yeah, it's like May. Like just once you get out of school, you can start doing that.
Gotcha. I mean, what are the things you got going on besides just playing all this basketball and all that? Man?
I just be chilling. I be with my family and stuff, just like, cause I'm like tomorrow. I think I fly out to Atlanta, so like I just try to spend the most time I can with my family and stuff.
Are you part of Peach Jam going on?
Peach Jam. Yeah.
You guys playing in that?
Yeah.
This first year in that? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. How excited are you for that one? Because that's pretty much, is that like the championship for EYBL and stuff? Talk to me about EYBL. The whole circuit, this whole time period playing in that.
Actually, my first game, I was very scared. It's just there's so much people around, coaches, all that. It's just they're everywhere. So like I said earlier, once the tip off goes off, it's just like everything gets out, and I'm just ready to play.
Now, what program do you play for?
I play with PSA Cardinals.
PSA Cardinals. Okay. All right. That's good. And you guys are the 15U? 15U, yeah. Okay, man. That's going to be a lot of fun, though, going down to Atlanta and being in front of all them coaches and going up against some of the best players, man. Hey, man, you doing your thing. Really appreciate it. As I said before, he's always at the gym, so he's always putting the work in, man. Before we get you out of here, plug in your social media.
On Instagram, it's Lil Wizzy. And on Twitter, it's Warren Keel Jr. _.
All right. Lastly, how was it just playing for Antonio? I know you've known him. He's known you since you were a year high. But how was it just having him coach you for that 1 year over there?
It was good. It definitely got me better not just on the offensive side, definitely on the defensive side. Because if you don't play defense, you're out for like the whole game. Like he helped me improve like my whole life, just as a person, as a man, just like as a basketball player, everything. And
was it a lot easier to play for him, just knowing the relationship you have with him off the court? Was it just that whole transition just a whole lot easier?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I already knew him, so it was just like whatever.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right, keep doing your thing, man. It's great to see you out there doing your work, doing your thing, is just staying level-headed and playing, just hooping and all that. So good luck in ATL.
Thank you.
And good luck at Tilton, too. I know you're going to do your thing over there.
Thank you.
All right, you guys been watching Athletes Corner. Have a great day. All right, and we are back. Okay, it's time for our Red Sox update. But before that, Albert Pujols, he's like seven home runs away from 700
Yeah, I'm looking at it on my ESPN screen. It's the first thing you see with Pujols.
Yeah, the 693. I think he's got most of them. He's got a bunch of home runs this month. I don't know what happened.
I'm glad he's still playing because a couple years ago, wasn't he struggling?
He was on the Angels, just collecting that money.
I thought he was looking like he was done, the way they was talking about him.
Probably so, but he was just on the Angels collecting money.
So he was kind of just like, I want to say, resting his body for a year or two.
Yeah. Because after they won that World Series, the last World Series, the Cardinals won. That's when he left and went to the Angels. I mean, shoot, you giving me $400 million to be in LA? Why not?
Yeah, I just didn't know he was still being productive. That's why I was saying I could have swore he was almost about to retire, and then, boom.
Yeah. I mean, I hope he gets the 700 before the season ends, so he could retire, because he's been around for a while.
Bro, yeah.
He's been around for a while. Was he around with the first Red Sox Cardinals match?
That's the thing I was thinking about, because I was watching that game above us in our homegirl's room.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So I mean, but good. Kudos to him though. 6'9". Has he ever been caught for steroids? All right.
I don't think so. No, he ain't been in that.
All right. Yeah. So
he's a class act, I think.
So if he gets 700 with no steroids, that's a feat, and he's already a bona fide Hall of Famer. So, and he's got all that money, man. I think he's probably made like over 800 mil.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. All right. Red Sox update. They've lost. They've lost They've lost 4 out of their last 5 games. Lost last night 9-3 to the Toronto Blue Jays. Hence why it was all the weather yesterday was didn't know if it wanted to rain or if it wanted to be sunny.
Feel like the same today.
Yeah. And they close out this. They play again today. Well, yeah, they're playing again at 7:10. They're playing the Blue Jays, but at this point, it's just like, let's get ready for the off season. It's 60 and 63. That's just who they are. They're an average team.
I mean, you're not gonna.
They're an average team.
You're too many games back. Granted, you had some great moments that you can build on, get some more pieces, and fix your pitching, because that was the issue that you guys were starting to fix, but obviously talent catches up to you when your pitches aren't that great, so it's one of those things. You got to just fix some things, you guys will be all right.
Yeah. The Yankees are still behind the Astros, so that's a good thing.
But they're ahead of everybody else.
No, so the best records in the league right now are the Dodgers with 85 wins. The Mets got 79. The Astros got 79. The Yankees got 76. And the Cardinals got 71.
Yep.
Right.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah,
that's correct.
Some of those other teams, geez, there's a lot of sorry teams in baseball this year.
Yeah, but I don't see, like, in our division, I don't see anybody catching up to the Yankees.
Oh, hell no. Everybody in that division is sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Everybody's sorry. I mean, when the second best record is 67 and 55.
That's what I'm saying.
That is pathetic.
Makes the Yankees look even better.
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Nah, that's trash. All right, we gotta go to some more high school sports activity. Some of y'all know, I've been dropping by the practices of the programs. We've got 4 out of the 5 schools. Got 1 more to go. I was at St. Mary's today, but here's first up. I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you two today, and then we'll give you some more next week.
Yeah, two.
Yeah, but some of them you can watch on the Instagram page. LCTV After the Whistle, or it'll be up on YouTube. But as far as the show-wise, y'all get them later. First up, we was at English, talked to quarterback Jaden. Check that out. All right, day 3 of Lynn English practice. I'm here with quarterback Jaden, man. First year. Going for that QB spot. It's been 3 days so far. What's some of the things you've seen from the team in these 3 days? Only helmets though.
Yeah, so like everybody's been like motivating each other. Everybody's been going hard. Everybody's giving 100% effort, which is what everybody wants to see.
You guys are a very young team right now. You know, of course, there's going to be mistakes, but what are some of the improvements that you've seen from some of the younger guys who are looking to get those varsity roles?
Yeah, you know, before the season started, we knew that we were going to be a young team. So, you know, as young people, we had to step up and be more mature with the team. And I feel like, you know, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all getting there? Y'all getting there?
Getting there.
I mean, I seen it.
Goofy, though, so, like, I mean, but
What
we
do you-
getting there. We maturing, though.
What do you expect from a young team? There's going to be those goofy moments. Offensively, what do you think the identity of the team's offense is going to be this year?
That's a good question. I don't even know.
Still working on that, trying to figure that out.
Yeah, still working on that. It's only day 3, so, I mean, who knows what's to come.
Yeah. I mean, there's only like 3 weeks left before the season opener. I mean, how excited are you? You know, you getting this opportunity to play quarterback, and you get an opportunity, bring in a new system, new team, new coaches, and you know, just a whole new journey for Lynn English football.
I don't know. I mean, I always wanted to start varsity, so I mean, I got what I wished. Just excited to see how we do.
What were you working on during the off season, just to get better and prepare you for this role?
You know, I was working on becoming a better leader. I still had like my ups and downs during like, you know, 77 and stuff. So I still got to work. I'm working on like my footwork, and stuff like that, mental reps stuff. So.
All right, man. So, September 9th, Methuen on the road, man.
Sure.
You gonna ball out?
Hell yeah. I didn't know vibes.
All right. It's Jaden here. It's hot.
Yes, sir.
It's on Sunday. Make sure y'all follow his Instagram. Plug that into.
Showtime J. Showtime.J5. Yes, sir.
There you go. We out of here. Make sure September 9th, Methuen, Bulldogs on the road. And we are back. All right. Thank you for that one. English got a preseason matchup. All the preseason games are this week. They're Friday and Saturday. Every team is playing. Every team in the city, they have preseason games or scrimmages, however you want to call them, on Friday and Saturday. So they'll be all over the place. You'll be seeing some more football updates. But the second stop was at Lynn Tech. So check this out with the Tech captains. We talked after their practice yesterday. So check this out, and then we're gonna come back, give you some throwback highlights, and then we done. All right, I'm here at Lynn Tech. I'm here with quarterback Tyler David. What's going on? Senior year is here for you, man. How excited are you? You guys got the shoulder, not full pads yet, but you got the shoulder pads on
I'm
and all that.
ecstatic. We got a great team this year. We'll be real good this year.
Talk to me as a senior coming in with a lot of experience. You know, just talk to me what you've been telling some of the younger guys and some of the returning guys and stuff that you guys need to do just to get ready. You know, get ready for the season as you guys got scrimmages coming up and then on to the first game of the season.
I've been telling them it comes fast. We got a lot of work to put in. We're pretty good this year, but we still got some improvement to do for these scrimmages, the games, big games coming up. We'll get there. I think we'll be good.
Yeah, and you guys, you know, there was some of your guys graduated and moved on. That helped you a lot. I mean, who are some of the guys that you're counting on to just kind of fill that void that those guys left?
Well, I'm talking my other captains. I mean, they got to fill some pretty big voids. I mean, JoJo plays some D tackle. He's got to fill Alejandro's role. I mean, Mike got the biggest responsibility. He's got to fill Dom's role. 120-something tackles. He's got to fill that role. It's a pretty hard role to fill. I think he got it, though. He's been working hard.
Yeah, definitely. For the team, what are some of the things that you've seen during these practices? This is like day 5, correct? And what are some of the things that you've seen that you guys have improved on since, you know, it's been things kicked off last Friday?
I mean, we're definitely a strong team. Working on our endurance, the running, all that. It's good.
What did you personally work on to come into the season? What some aspects of your game did you work on?
I've been working on my speed and my agility. I'm trying to break bigger runs this year, get a little faster. I'm already strong. I was strong last year, so I kind of just maintained, got a little faster this year.
What did you learn from the playoff game last season that's kind of helped you and motivated you help you guys go further?
I mean, it hit hard losing like that by 1 touchdown, but I mean, what was the question?
What did you learn from last season's playoff game that's kind of helped you, that motivated you to come in so you won't let that happen again?
I learned it takes hard work, and the team's got to get up there, got We got to play the pass better this year.
Definitely, man. I know they about to get stuff going on there, so I'm gonna let you go over there. You know, what should us fans look forward to for Lynn Tech football this year?
Some big games, some good W's this year. Coming strong. We'll get there. We'll be good this year.
All right, my man Tyler. They got the drills, team drills going on, so I gotta let him go. But yeah, appreciate it. Yes, sir. That was awkward, but it's all good.
We're good.
All right, I'm here with Tech captains. Please introduce yourselves to the people. You know, we can start down the line.
My name is Michael Momlo. I go to Lynn Tech. I play middle linebacker.
Joseph Mara, I play DN.
Tyler David, I play quarterback.
Cesar Reyes, I play linebacker.
All right, fellas, this is number 5 of
Day
practice.
three.
Day three. You guys got the shoulder pads on.
Yep.
Full pads about to come back on. What's been some of the highlights so far these last couple of days for you guys?
Some of the highlights I feel like is just getting back with the boys out here. Senior year, huge year coming up. Expect huge things out of Tech. We're underdogs this year, but it's really good being back out here with the boys, doing the drills, hitting again. It feels really good.
I say one of the good things, a lot of our underclassmen understand sense of urgency, so we got everyone moving on the same pace. Everyone's ready. We all know what to do.
Everyone's on the same page. We all got the same goal ready for the season.
Like he said, we're on the same page, We all got to get better, and we are getting better out here in camp.
Let's start with you, Cesar. What were some things that you did during the off season to help you get ready for this season?
Something that I did, I wake up early in the morning, that makes me go to the gym, get used to getting my body strong, so I don't get pushed around in the field.
All right, you was on it early. That early morning grind. Me and Tyler already talked about it, but you could tell him again.
I just hit the field a lot, got my agility up, got a little faster this offseason.
Well, with these boys, we up almost 5 a.m. every day, here, weight room, beach, constant. Never stopping. We've been going since December, and we're ready.
Yes, sir. Just weightlifting, field every single day, just working really hard, working on my recovery, working on my speed every single day.
What are some things that you guys learned from how last season ended that's kind of helped you guys in a way get ready for this year as far as just training, preparation, because it is, senior year for some of you guys. Just, how's it helping you for, this is the last time some of you going to put on these jerseys?
I think one thing last year showed us is that our mentality as leaders really affected our underclassmen. I remember last year, everything wasn't 100, and this year we're trying to do our best to step up and be good leaders for everybody and show them what's really supposed to go on. No talking when coach is talking, 100% full speed everywhere, and just show them how to do things properly and right.
And for you, what's been the difference for you from first year to all the way now?
From first year to all the way now, just how I am on the field, my leadership, all these guys, all our leadership's grown a long way, how we play, our intensity on the field, how we talk to the young kids, how we get them to move around. It's just, I don't know, it's just our mentality is way different than it was before.
Caesar, this seems like a run-dominant offense, but for you as a receiver, when those opportunity comes for you to make plays, how are you just going to be able to rise to those occasions and be prepared for those, just for those moments when they do call your number?
Me, I have full confidence on my quarterback that he can get the ball to me. So what I do, speed up, get to the ball, he'll put it in the pocket. I have full confidence on my quarterback that he can get me the ball and I can be able to execute.
All right, Tyler, who are some of the players that people may not know of, but by the time the season comes around or the season's going on, they're going to know that this player is a real impact player?
Him right there, he got injured last season. He'll definitely step up this year. He'll be a great player this year, a key player. He'll be way better than last year. He's going to start this year. Key player. Ethan Prum came in when I was injured last year. South Shore had a big game. He'll have a couple more of those this year.
All right, and you guys got the scrimmage coming up with Chelsea. How's it? Are you guys excited that you can hit somebody else instead of each other?
So pumped. It's been so long since last season, and just to be back in the field, back in the pads, and to have that competition waiting for us, and itching to get there.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
Yeah, definitely. And before I let you guys go with the team and stuff, you guys start off the season. You guys got some really interesting games to start off the season. Coach really scheduled some tough matchups for you. Are you guys really excited for just those slate of games that you guys could go out and show that you guys are ready to show people what Tech's all about?
Of course. We're underdogs this season, but honestly, I just feel like it's a business trip. It's not like last season anymore. We're way stronger than we are. We have way better players than last year, And I just feel like this first game is going to be huge. It's going to be a game changer for the whole entire season. And I feel like we're going to kill Essex Tech. That's what I feel like.
We have a lot to prove, and this game is going to set the mood for the whole season, and everyone's going to see what we've been working hard to do.
The game's going to set the tempo. Coach believes in us. He made the schedule hard for a reason. He believes in us. We could take these dubs, come out as a win.
Last season, we wasn't all on the same page.
Yeah.
This season, I feel like we all there, you know what I'm saying? We all ready to kill.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of confidence for the Tigers. September 9th.
Yep.
September 9th, Essex Tech. Make sure you check them out. Lynn Tech football. They're ready. Fellas, appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. We out of here. Have a good one. We are back. Making my last stop to Lynn Classical tomorrow, Thursday, August 24th, 5th, whatever day it is, but that's my last stop.
I think it's the 25th.
Yeah, I was at. One thing I will say about all the teams in the city this year, young everywhere. Young every single where. Except, Tech and Kip got the returning quarterbacks. They're the only ones with the returning quarterbacks. Everybody else is having first-year quarterback starters. So it's going to be an interesting season. And September 9th, St. Mary's, Kip Academy. It's going to be a big one. Both teams were 10-2 last year. St. Mary's, Final Four. They were in the Final Four last year. Kip Academy was a game away from the Final Four last year. And I think both teams are highly favored to make another deep run. So tune in September 9th. Football at Manning Field is back. All right. Speaking of football, let's go to some throwback football highlights, and we'll be back.
Cool.
All right, and we are back. We've come to an end here. We've come to an end of our Just a Vibe show. We'll call this Just a Vibes.
Closing time. Do Bob still play that song?
I don't know. I
know
have
Bob
no
always play
idea.
that. Closing time.
You know, it was crazy. I forgot last week. I had so many birthdays. I forgot. You know my dad. I told you about my dad. And
Yes. Yes, you have.
I forgot it was
Very
my.
impressive man.
I forgot it was my little brother's birthday. My little brother. It was his birthday over the week.
Oh, hey, that's what's up. How old is he now?
Shoot, I don't even know. I think 9.
Yeah, you might want to find that out.
I think
bro.
he's 9.
All right.
I told you, man. I stopped keeping track.
I hear
I
you.
stopped keeping track.
Well, I
That
don't
man-
hear you, but
That man.
don't mind me.
That man need to be
messing with
snipped. Make sure you follow him on Instagram, Mr. Burton 23. Follow me on Instagram, Mukala K. LCTV After the Whistle on Instagram, Lynn Community Television, Facebook, lyntv.org, the website. Make sure you check it out. I told you, we got interviews with players and coaches from the practices. They're going to be up. A lot of them going to be up on the Instagram page, so make sure you follow the Instagram page to catch it first, but we will re-air it on the program, so make sure you do that. School starts 2 weeks from today.
Also, crosswalks save lives. People use them. Please, just use them.
Also, lastly, I need to get this off my chest before we get out of here, man. I hate when people try to use their children to guilt me into buying them stuff.
What?
So yesterday, I was leaving here, packing up, just to go where I needed to go. Lady comes with the kid in the stroller. Kid looked too grown to be in the stroller. That was the first thing. Like, excuse me, sir. I don't mean to bother you, but can you have some money? I don't have no diapers. I don't have diapers for my child. Can you spare some change? Like, you don't have to give me the money. You could go in Walgreens and buy it. And I'm just like, sorry, no, I don't got no money. Then she gets mad. She was just like, I love how people say they don't have no money as they get into their nice cars and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like,
So you should just repeat yourself as you got in your car.
I looked at her. I just looked at her and I looked at my car and I'm just like, yeah, bye. And as she proceeded to go ask the next person the same thing. And yeah, stop using your children to guilt us into buying y'all stuff. I had to pay $56 to fill my gas tank today. Ain't nobody giving me a handout.
I'm a dad. Nobody offers to even do anything for Maddie, so like, nah.
Right. Like, if you can't afford diapers, don't have children. There's a diaper shortage anyways.
You better get a cloth and some pens.
There's a paper, so we'll get some newspapers, old school. We rambling, but we gotta go. Have a good one, everyone.